sorry, I just really enjoyed your reaction to the last time I did that, so I wanted to do it again. Anyway, let's start with a more anime appropriate greeting. Hello! How are you guys doing today? My name is Anima, and today we have a live team building session. This team is going to be for a new and upcoming series that I'm going to be releasing very, very soon, which is called Pokemon Team Spirit, which is going to be a series wherein I will build a team that has a theme. So this theme can be anything from the theme like Legend of Zelda to a simple monotype team, any theme in the world. So I'll be picking the first theme, but then after subsequent episodes it'll be you guys picking the theme, and the aim of it will be to maintain to start and maintain a win streak for as long as possible. So yeah, this is a video for that. I decided to pick Zelda because I thought that would be pretty interesting, and you know, yeah, I thought it'd be a cool start, a cool thing to kind of like show off the creativity potential of the series. Yeah, so I'll explain it maybe in a bit more detail in like the first episode, but pretty much that's all you really need to know to be able to enjoy the episode. So you don't even need to know that really. It's fairly obvious as we go. So I've decided to make the Zelda team, and we're going to start with our dear friend Link. So I can't really think of a Pokemon that's better for the situation than Gallade, because we've got the green, we got the blades, and we got those hips that don't lie. So definitely a good Pokemon. I wanted to have a Mega Gallade, so let's give this thing a Galladeite, and justified because we want to be able to potentially take like a knockoff, like a dark type move, and then Mega Evolve, and then become Mega Gallade with an attack boost. So you're better off running justified, unless you. Actually, you could try and run Steadfast if you want to switch into a Fake Out, but that takes like a measure of situations, so let's just not do that yet. So, okay, now we're going to have Close Combat because it's stab and it hits like a boss, and we're going to have Psycho Cut because, you know, dual stab I think is a cool thing, and then we're going to leave that for now, but we're going to select our next team member. I have this all pretty much made and done, but we're gonna just walk through the process in a more, you know, like start to finish kind of way. So we've got Link, and we need a Zelda. And when I was first planning this out, I was gonna go with a Jellicent because, wait, get your mustache out of here, because of this thing is gonna crown and everything. I thought, God, that's just like, God, that's just too much. You can't make that shit up. So I really wanted to have a Jellicent, but ultimately, the team I ended up creating, there was a very large ghost weakness that was present in it, because these two already generate a ghost weakness among themselves, and I did have Trevenant as the Deku tree, so ultimately didn't decide on Jellicent, so I did decide on Milotic, who is just a beast. I hate this Pokemon. Just point blank, I hate it. I think it's disturbing because it's a wall, like, and you're supposed to status walls, but this wall benefits from being status. I think it's just cheeky as hell. I hate this Pokemon. I really do. I'd probably rather fight an Alomomola than Milotic, because Milotic can sit there and just go, you know what, you can try, but I might go to bed, who knows? And it goes to bed a lot, so, which gives it status, and then it shit, I just can't handle this thing, this mermaid ass looking jive ass motherfucker. Anyway, so we've got Milotic. We're gonna call her Zelda because she looks like a damn princess. After chatting so much shit, gonna go with, or the like titular. I can't remember what's the word for that. You know what I mean? The title character. So for now, we're just gonna go with like Scald and Recover, because I want recoverability on this Pokemon. I want it to be able to, you know, burn shit and toxic shit if that's the case. Oh wait, no, recover shit rather. Whoop! And yeah, don't worry about. I'm not worrying about EV spreads just yet. I mean, it's pretty obvious we're gonna go with max attack, max speed on Gallade. I'm just gonna do that because YOLO. But I'll worry more about EV spreads when everyone else has been realized. So we've got Link and Zelda, which is great. And of course, we need to have Link's trusty steed, just searches for Epona the Pokemon. Yes, I know Pokemon. Rapidash. So we've got Rapidash, of course. Let's nickname this bad boy, or bad girl rather, I don't know. And we're gonna have Flashfire, because ultimately we're going to have one of these guys, and we're gonna protect Trevenant with this. I mean, we could have like Flame Body or Runaway, but I don't want to be taking hits, so Flame Body isn't really that cool, and Runaway has no competitive use, so Flash Fire it is. It's really the only ability you should really run with Rapidash. I mean, with Melodic, you can kind of run competitive, whatever, with one of these things if you want to. I've seen a competitive Melodic do some work in the past, so I'm not writing it off. I just prefer to have Marvel Scale. So yeah, we're gonna have a Flash Fire. Like, I want this to kind of be like, you know, offensive and destructive and rah! So we're gonna go with Flare Blitz. It's like an amazing move. And we're just going to stick some moves on, so Drill Run, Wild Charge, and Lowy. Aren't those like a brand of jeans? Flying Low with an E. Flying Lowy. Low kick. Low kick to the nads. High kick to the nads. Doesn't work unless your testicles are on your head. Which is the case with some rather obnoxious people. Anyway, so low kick. This is a pretty standard, I'd say, moveset on Rapidash. You can have like Mega Horn if you want to, but this has got like really good coverage. You've got like ground, you've got like electricity, so those flyers aren't safe. You got the almighty Flare Blitz, stab, and all kinds of awful. And low kick, which is just nice to like bring down heavy like fight like rock type Pokemon and stuff, which would normally wall Rapidash. So it's pretty nice robust moveset, if I do say so myself. You could try something a bit special with it, I guess, but we're just gonna do this because I want to. And we have the Trevenant. How cool is Trevenant's name, to be honest? It's like, is it like Reverend or something? I don't know. Trevenant. Or like a... Revenant, isn't that like some kind of ghost? Some kind of nasty ghost? A nasty ghost! Watch out for the nasty ghost! So we got Natural Cure. No. We're gonna have Harvest. You can have Natural Cure, actually. You could mess around with that. That actually wouldn't be a bad thing. Because I mean, you could like take any status and then just like switch the hell out. It's not bad at all. But I like Harvest because it makes me comfortable. Because I've always run a Harvest Trevenant. I like Harvest Citrus just because it's reliable. And my Trevenant typically runs like Horn Leech, Willow. I mean, I just think Willow is so brilliant. Phantom Force, and Leech Seed. Now, guys, if you have seen my Trevenant perform in the Christmas theme, team battles, not to do with Team Spirit, but it kind of was the start of it, kind of sparked off the idea for Team Spirit. You will have seen Broccoli, the Trevenant, put in so much work with the Phantom Force, Will-O-Wisp, Leech Seed. Ridiculous. You can Oko a Mega Medicham with Phantom Force, did you know? Not even invested in attack, man. It's just bang, out of my face. Yeah, so we're gonna go Harvest Citrus. And this is like, I have a Trevenant like this, so this is pretty much why I'm using this Trevenant. So, I mean, the purpose of Team Spirit and these themed teams is to have fun predominantly. It's to have fun. Like, you're probably all really sick of hearing people say the point is to have fun, but it is, goddammit, and we will, us Poketubers who try and do this fun thing, are trying to put a smile on your face. So cheer up, sunshine. Basically, what I'm trying to say in not so many words is that it isn't ferociously competitive, but there's the obvious competitive approach to it, but it's not going to be like, unless you guys tell me, which feel free to tell me, because if we can tune this team's EV spreads and so on. Feel free to tell me, like, hey Anima, you should probably run this because it'll allow you to outspeed so and so or soak up damage from so and so, because I point blank don't know certain calculations. So feel free to just step in and tell me stuff, because I'm willing to learn. And if you'd find it more satisfying to have these more particular spreads, you tell me, you educate me, because I am so ready for you guys to educate me. There is a lot of smart and competitive people in the audience, and also people who don't know competitive as well, so we're all going to be learning together, and it's going to be awesome. So yeah, we got the Leech Seed and Will-O-Wisp, so we're just a complete savage basically. I have tea. I think it's like the only time I've drank tea in a video. Like tea, not coffee. That was so un-British of me. Anyway, to not drink tea as much. So these two are pretty much solid, not completely set on the item here for now, because we're going to work out everybody else first. So, let's see. So who are gonna be the last two? Ultimately, I ended up with Infernape and who was it? And Honchcrow. Now, right. Bear with me here. We don't have a spinner. I know. We don't have a defogger. I know. I see it. I understand. It is there. But there's a lot of pressure going on between these actual sweepers. I mean, Gallade isn't that weak to like rocks. Infernape isn't actually weak to them because it's neutral ultimately because of fighting. Honchcrow is, you know, which is a bit sad. But if you can suggest maybe a good spinner, defogger, blah blah blah, that would be pretty cool. But you know, I like the look of this kind of situation. So why I chose Infernape was because I wanted to use a Ganondorf, and I thought like, because Ganon's got like orange hair and stuff, and he's got like kind of brown skin, and he's kind of like, you know, cool and scrappy when he transforms and stuff. So I decided, let's go with a monkey that is literally on fire. I was sort of torn between using like Embor, like because of his form in Twilight Princess when he goes all beastie, and his like beast form is like really like, I'm a pig, basically. He also yells, I'm a pig, which is so intimidating. But we're gonna have Infernape because cool. And yeah, scrappy and explosive as fuck. Plus sets up rocks. So the situation here, I really wanted a stealth rocker, so I thought I can manage without a spinner as long as I have somebody to set up rocks. So I can manage. So yeah, so we're gonna have stealth rock, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And yeah, I like that very much. And Honchcrow, right? The special attack isn't actually that bad, holy shit. But I love Honchcrow's like Sucker Punch and Brave Bird and so on and so forth. So I decided, with that in mind, to make Ganondorf the Infernape like special attacking. So it's sort of like a pseudo lead nape, but not really. We're gonna have Flamethrower, Focus Blast, and U-turn. Ultimately, this is like a sash lead, basically. I mean, you can have like overheat and close combat and U-turn. That's like the traditional sash lead. But I thought I wanted to have some kind of special support on this team, so I thought, right, fuck not, let's just like have that. You can have like Grass Knot and stuff, and that's probably really good. We're gonna get a load of people being like, Anima, for God's sake, have like Grass Knot or have something to take down like Rhyperiors and stuff, which will like kill you. But you know, we got support against Rhyperior. We got support. You know, we're not bad. You know, just you know, we're okay. So yeah, I decided to have that kind of situation there. We don't really need Iron Fist because, you know, just focus band, the truly competitive item. Focus sash. Now I got yelled at for this, so you want to have, because everything gets set down to level 50, right? So you basically want to have like odd HP stats on everybody anyway. I was told this last video. Like, why would you have this? So right, let's have everybody at level 50. Yeah. And you want odd HP, so that's great. We got 151 there, that's wonderful. So what we're going to do, we're just going to whack that special attack up like a right nooblet. And we're also going to, what else are we going to do? Why does your special attack not look as high as I'd expect it to for some reason? I don't know. Anyway, we want to be fast. And I'm just going to put the last thing in attack, just to, you know, whatever, I'm just going to do that. And we're going to have a naive nature, just so our U-turns are going to hit a little bit, I don't know. Yeah, we could probably run like overheat actually. Overheat's probably better. Should we run overheat? Ooh, but I don't want to get dropped. But then I'd already be tossing around with like these inaccurate moves. So let's stick with Flamethrower for now, I think. Yes, that sounds promising, doesn't it? So let's have Flamethrower. We could definitely have. I mean, the thing is, I really want to be able to like guarantee and get my rocks out. That's why I'm kind of going with the sash approach. It doesn't really need to be that. It could be more of like a life orb sweeper with stealth rocks. Goodness gracious, with yeesh. Please don't buy my mixtape, it's not very good. So we're going to have a Moxie Crow, we're going to have the Life Orb Shenanigans. I already know what I want out of this thing. We're going to have the Brave Bird, we're going to smack some shit. We're going to have Sucker Punch. Now, it's pretty much like... what you typically run is Sucker Punch, Pursuit, Brave Bird, and Superpower. So we're going to have Superpower, just because that way rock types aren't safe. There we go, we got it. That one to switch into Superpower. Fighting coverage is so good! So you pretty much want that. And it's just, it's crazy that these birds get fighting coverage. Stupid. Like Honchkrow and like Staraptor. Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that, Gamefreak? And then you've got like Pokemon like Carvanha, which just... I really wish Carvanha had better stats. Anyway, now I kind of wanted to try Roost. Because as I've said, we don't have defog or spinning support, so I kind of wanted to stick Roost on this thing, and Showdown suggests a bulky sweeper, but we're going to laugh a lot at that. We're going to go with our max attack, max speed, and let's have just like a little dink in defense, because why not? Let's do that, why not? And I like that, I like the looks of that very much. We're going to be a Jolly Nature. This actually allows us to outpace, like, there's like one Pokemon that I was up against recently that that was really and I can't tell you what it is because it'll spoil things, but the Honchkrow managed to outspeed it by 1 point, and it was really, yeah, it's cool that it was by 1 point. So we got these two, they're pretty good, they're pretty sweet, pretty slick. In fact, we've got our Epona, and so we've got our Gallade. So we don't really have much in the way of priority on this team. We do have Sucker Punch, so what I'm gonna put like I know people typically like running SD Gallade with Close Combat, Psycho Cut, and Ice Punch or whatever. But I don't really see much point for Ice Punch. I don't know. Basically, because when I'm gonna battle with this team, I'm just gonna say I'm bringing one OU Pokemon, so, you know, don't bring too many like OU Pokemon, which basically means we're mostly gonna be dealing with UU and below with this team. So I don't really think Ice Punch is gonna be like that useful, because it's not like we're not gonna be facing like Garchomp and shit. So that's just my opinion, though. Of course, I could be very wrong, and we might get 100 people going, "Anima, you're always wrong!" and losing sleep. But it's alright, you can just relax, it's cool, I'm here for you, I love you, and I'm gonna listen to you and your feelings. So I'm gonna put Shadow Sneak on here because priority on Glade is cool, and the thing is, like, people, I'm sure there are people with a different mixed stance on this. I reckon some people think Shadow Sneak is for babies or like idiots or whatever. I think some people probably think that. Not me, of course, because I'm using Shadow Sneak right now. I think some people probably think it's silly, but I think it's pretty good. I don't ever expect it, even though I know it's a thing. I don't know why. On Mega Gallade, anyway. On like Assault Vested Gallade, I pretty much expect Shadow Sneak. So. And I don't really know fully what this move should be. Either Swords Dance or Knockoff. We're just going to put Knockoff here because I like Knockoff, and we don't have it yet on this team. So if we might be able to catch a good Porygon too, or maybe, I don't know. Knockoff is just really useful to have. So let's just have the Knockoff. And we're just gonna go with our max attack, max speed. Honestly, I'm not that sophisticated about my EV spreads unless I'm doing like a league or something. Because God knows, in the Lithio League, I was crazy about my EV spreads. Go and check that out if you haven't already. It's really fun. It was really fun. It's a really cool sort of GBA-esque style of battling. And it was really, really fun. I do think you'd enjoy it. I got really attached to my team members during that, so I think you guys would like it. It's much more technical with EV spreads and stuff like that, so I can be more try-hard. So that's me being try-hard if you want to go and look at it. I really do suggest you do. So, yeah, so what are we going to do with this we'll just stick the 4 points in defense, I suppose. So yeah, we're going to have that, and I like being jolly because when you're at 110, you just outspeed everything in the world. That's cool. So yeah, I like being jolly because you get to like 110 when you Mega Evolve, which is great. That's really great. So let's go with that. And it's looking like what do I want out of these? Honestly, this thing, it's like you can kind of run because of Marvel scale. Milotic kind of has like this this like phantom boost of defense. So I feel like, I don't know, it's like weird. I don't think you can go particularly wrong with an EV spread on a Melodic unless you just stuff it all in attack or something. I don't think you can go particularly wrong. Let's put 4 in speed though, just to outpace other Melodic. Oh no, we should be 248. Get that odd HP thing going. This is so you can get more out of your lefties and stealth rock switch-ins, I guess. So it makes it like 9 instead of 8, or blah blah, you know. But that's apparently something you should always do. You should keep your HP at odd numbers, especially with Pokemon weak to rocks. Especially, you can kind of get away with it a bit less with other Pokemon, but if you can help it, just like try and you know, keep it odd. And you can figure out what kind of spread you need for that just by going on Showdown, like, and just saying level 50 and seeing what happens when EV points are where. So don't worry about it. It's cool, B. It's cool. So I've got that point in speed just to outspeed other Melodic, because like I don't care. And and I really like having Ice Beam on these things. Because I mean, it's just good. It's just good. Melodic doesn't really have that amazing a move set, but Ice Beam is just pretty good to hit, like, I don't know, like grass types that want to switch in, because grass types want to switch in, like want to try and kill Melodic, so Ice Beam is good. Melodic's moveset is not brilliant, man. It's just like, ugh, it's just not cool. This Pokemon was just like, I mean, it has some cool stuff, but its attack is so shit. It's like unbelievable. And plus, why would you bother running Dragon Pulse when you can have Ice Beam? It's like, Dragon Pulse only hits dragons, so it's like, yeah. Anyway, I mean, you can have it. I'm not slamming you or your family for having Dragon Pulse if you want it, but it's like, it only hits dragons. Dragon only hits dragons, so you might as well have Ice Beam. Apart from Charizard X, there's no dragon numbers. Anyway, going too far into that. So I'm thinking we'll just have Toxic on there, because Melodic is the undisputed queen of stalling. This creature. Oh, and Mola actually. You should always have Toxic on those horrible Pokemon, so you have like something that can stall. In my opinion, like when I'm running balanced, that's my favorite style, my favorite play style. I pretty much always run balanced. Or like balanced with like a little hint of bulky offense or blah blah blah. Usually something like that. I feel like you need, like, if you struggle with stalling Pokemon, you need to run a Pokemon that can stall right back, or you need to run a Pokemon that will just destroy shit, so like a Wall Breaker and stuff. But yeah, but sometimes you just fight a string of people that will just fucking have bulky ass Pokemon. Every team is gonna be bulky, don't know why. I don't know an ideal spread for this Melodic thing. I like having max HP just because it's cool. I don't know what the ideal situation is for this, but I want to have like a lot of special defense, and we're gonna have like, I don't know, let's have like that much. I don't know what that's gonna do. We can tweak it as we go. And yeah, let's just have some defense. I could support it with calculations, and I might get more specific with that later on, but like, you don't want to see me seriously sit here and calc stuff right now, do you? Like, do you? Do you? I could sit there and lick calculators as a separate segment. Ooh, that would get you. That would ruffle your gills. Ruffle your gills? Ruffle your tail feathers. That would get you going. That's a much simpler way of saying whatever the fuck I was talking about. So, right, yeah, we've got like a little sprinkle of defense. That's gonna shoot right the way up when we get inevitably status. And Melodic always gets status. It's just always to get status, because that's what you do with a wall fucking skill. Now with this, like, I want to have something that can pretty much outspeed like everything, mostly. So we're gonna stick a Choice Scarf on Epona. Run like the wind, bullseye Epona. So this is good, you know. We've got something that's fast. Rapidash has got naturally really good speed. It's not like amazing. But you outspeed a lot of shit. You know? You do. You outspeed tons of shit. And decent bulk, to be honest. It's like really not that bad. Like 70 isn't amazing, but 80 is kind of decent. It's just average, really. It's like, okay, it's probably not going to die in one hit, you know? It's cool. It's a cool Pokemon. Oh, back forward. Nice right click there. nice and right click. So we got the choice scarf. I'm thinking I'm gonna run scarf adamant, basically. Yeah, just so we can like smash stuff. So see there, we've got an even HP stat. Let's change that to an odd one, so we can switch into rocks like 4 times. If you have an even one, you only get 3 switch-ins before you die, or is it 5 then 4 switch? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, point is you get more switch-ins if you have an odd number. So we've got that going, and I pretty much like the look of this team. Oh, Honchcrow! Sorry, let me let you know who this is. This is the Helmarok King, which is the big bird in Wind Waker that takes your sister. Spoilers! It's like right at the beginning. So yeah, we've got the Helmarok King. And Honchcrow always puts in work. Like, this thing will always kill something, or even it's like one of these Pokemon that feels like it's just like the threat at the back of the team, and like people will behave in a certain way if you have a Honchcrow. They'll be like rocks, 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 or like they'll be like worried about your sucker punches and your stuff like that. Because Honchcrow's speed is not great. It's not great. 71 is like. Especially for a sweeper, but we have that sucker punch with Honchcrow's life orb and the Moxie. It's good, man. It's good. With life orb, this thing is just a beast. So basically, this is our Zelda team. I really do hope you have enjoyed watching me sort of scuff around with this with this ridiculous team. As always, thank you so much for watching. Yes, Team Spirit will be up. Ooh, probably within a week or so, maybe. Either way, keep your eyes peeled for that. Feel free to join in and suggest themes for teams. So just a quick recap of what Team Spirit is. I'm going to be picking a theme, we're going to build a team around that, and we're going to try and go for a win streak, of course. Doesn't that sound exciting? If that does sound exciting, please feel free to watch it. I will be posting it, and it'll be great, and I'd love to see you guys over there. Your support means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends.